Peter? Goodbye, Peter. John Swanson came online, but he preferred to go back to bed. He's not feeling too well, he said. So Peter offered to join me. Hello, Peter, can you hear me?
Yes, I just have to leave the room and come back, then the sound was okay.
It has been a most interesting day. Well, this is not particularly interesting if you are declarer. Now, for a start, I can tell you that we have the new Venice Cup winners. China. England conceded before the last this segment, in 99. So China gold, England silver, and Sweden bronze.
So the ladies got extra time to prepare for the banquet tomorrow.
Seniors still playing, well, not for the bronze medal. We know that Sweden will win the bronze medal in the seniors, but for the gold and silver, still play. Last set now, USA leads by 14 against Italy. That's USA2.
But in Venice Cup, Roland, I expect that will Poland and Sweden not play the 6th round?
They only play 80 boards, Peter, in the playoff. They only play 5.
Oh, I see. So
they do play 96 in the Bermuda Bowl bracket, you know. They are still playing for 3rd place, Bulgaria and New Zealand. Bulgaria up by 42, I think, before the last set. When we have a dull moment, I'll give you a suit combination to see what you do, because I saw it played at 6 tables, the same contract, and I saw 3 different lines. So I'll ask you the question soon, Peter. Well, I can ask you now, I suppose. There's not a lot of interest. This declarer will go down. It's just a question of how many, 2 or 3. Are you ready, Peter?
come on.
You are 6 hearts, and your only problem is the trump suit. You have queen and 3 small in the dummy, and you have ace, 10, 9 to 5 in your hand. How do you play that suit for 1 loser?
Any opponent bidding?
No.
Let me see. One solution is to play the queen from dummy and double finesse east for either king or jack. The other way is to play the 10 from hand and see if you get some reaction. And then let it on. The third is yes, and then the 10. But Okay, what do we have here? Is the two-heart opening both majors?
For you, this is pair, yes. So, 2-no trumps is Lebenssoll, but of course with the hand Brad Moss has, he breaks the puppet to 3 clubs. So 3 spades now shows a very strong hand. Non-forcing, but very strong. As the cards lie, game is on. You cannot get to dummy, so you start with the ace of spades. The clubs are 2-2. In fact, you can take 11 tricks easily enough, just losing a spade and a club.
Yes and no, Roland. Won't you be short in trump and lose?
How? Ace of spades, queen of spades, 10 of spades.
On a diamond lead. Diamond to yes. Now, spade, 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 and another diamond. Now you still have 1 spade left to be in control.
Maybe that's the case for jumping to 4 spades actually. You need very little in your partner's hand. I don't know. Would you have done that, Peter, or would you just bid 3 spades? After all, you are looking at a 2-loser hand.
Yes. So I agree with you. It's very close, vulnerable to jump to 4 spades. What would happen at the other table? I don't expect East to open too hard, so it'll be pass, 3 diamonds, probably.
What 1 diamond?
Don't you agree?
No, what 1 diamond? That's what happened in the other room.
Okay, but opposite a past partner, I would open 3 diamonds on the west hand.
Okay. Then I would bid 4 spades with the north hand. The French are in clubs in the other room.
That's the make, isn't it?
It is a make, yeah. You can't get to the dummy, but with clubs 2-2, you're home.
And the king of spades.
Oh yeah, it's not a great slam, I agree. They wouldn't have bid slam in the other room, Peter, if they had known that they stopped in a part score at this table. So North South play precision now, they're non-vulnerable. One spade is game forcing with 5 hearts.
And as I see 3, no, should be no problem. On a spade lead, declare I have 5 diamonds, 2 spades and 2 clubs. And all other leads, he will have time to set up a hat trick for his 9th trick.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have made if West had the ace of hearts, would it?
On what lead?
Spade? Mm-hmm. That's right. So now switch to his singleton heart to get partner in to shoot a spade through. Yep. They must be tired, Peter. I don't think West will find it, but Grew must be tired. He's much better than this.
Yes, even my grandmother would win this one on a spade lead.
No,
Oh,
no,
not
she
for
would
sure.
have ace.
She might play
No,
as king of diamond or another diamond and go down.
Exactly. I
On
would,
this level, it's very unusual to see a mistake like this.
but I would still be very impressed to see the switch to the singleton heart.
Yes, but West knows his partner has a 5-card heart.
So 15 imps scored now on board number 18. Now what a board. It's only 80 boards in the women's and seniors out, 96 in the open. Then you have to play as West. You have to play for an error by declaring how much do you know about his hand, other than he's balanced?
Also know you only have a doubleton hat.
Yes, but can he read the 9 of spades, I wonder? I don't know their signals. What could that 9?
So now he has the chance to take the ace of heart and play the ace of spades.
Yep, they can still defeat it. That's right. And the Queen of Clubs denies the king, so surely he will switched to a spade now. Her partner has 5, including the king. Oh, just couldn't believe that the declarer had misplayed the hand. At least it's nice to see that the declarer played it correctly at the other table.
Do you know, do East-West play Smith's Peter?
No, I don't know. Sorry.
If they do,
Maybe that spectator didn't hear it before, otherwise he wouldn't have asked, would he, Peter? I mean, you people coming to the table all the time. Don't be so grumpy, man. Relax.
how is 4 spades? For me it looks like one loser in each suit.
Right. Now I have an answer to your question regarding reverse Smith, or Smith, if you like to hear it.
Come on.
East-West at this table do play reverse Smith for the player who leads. In other words, a low card by West, the low diamond, told partner that he was interested in spades. So Laurent did all the right things on the hand. Well, almost. Declarer could have made it on the club switch.
Could he, by force?
Yes, because he has 3 club tricks. Well, let's switch to the queen of clubs.
Yes, and you take that with a king in your hand and play what?
Set up the diamonds. Is that not enough for 9 tricks?
West blocked the first diamond. And then you have no sure re-entry to your hand.
No, but you can still make it, because you can cross to hand in spades later. When spades are 5-2, then it doesn't matter. East cannot play another spade.
That was the gift the Clare needed to make the contract. West Europe continued with ace of clubs and another club.
Yeah, that's not exactly obvious, is it?
I don't say that.
There was a question regarding the overcall. But I know that some do. Point of leading the Jack of Hearts? Well, he has to lead something. Why is the Jack of Hearts wrong? Because you can see the dummy? But listen, East can't. The low heart would probably have worked better, because the Clara would not have let it run.
Jack of Hearts is the normal big lead from East's hand. But as you see, East-West has to be very careful defense because the diamond suit are locked for them. None of them can play diamond.
Well, they can't play a club either without giving declarer a trick.
No, but heart, jack to yes, is a club and another club. That would defeat the contract.
Yes. Is that a realistic defense, Peter?
In on the ace of heart. West know the heart position, the 9 of hearts from north. So he know a heart pack will cost 2 discards from the north hand.
Why? Could Norse not have played the 9 from 9x, 9 and a small one, when he has king, queen, 8 in dummy?
Okay, but then it will still be 1 discard. West can see king 8 and know his partner has the 10.
Couldn't declarer even have 3 hearts, so that the jack was from shortage? West was hoping to get in with his spade king to give partner a heart rub. Is that totally out of the question?
So he should have a 5-card diamond suit.
It's not out of the question. I don't think that it's so obvious if you don't know the whole hand to switch to the ace of clubs and another.
I don't say it's obvious. I just say that heart back looks wrong. With king 8 and dummy.
He's not thinking about playing the diamond to the 10 now. Well, it's possible. Yes, it's possible that he will play on diamond. Could of course be from king, queen, doubleton. He doesn't know that. But yes, I think
I don't expect him to play a diamond 10. I expect him to play the diamond with the diamond queen.
I'm asked if is the diamond suit the same test you gave Peter earlier? No, he only has 8 diamonds. The example I gave him was with 9 cards, missing the King Jack.
And another point here is that West have opened the bidding, so West is favorite to at least 1 diamond honor.
Another point is that West red light. That heart return was very dangerous. That's true. So he had nothing in diamonds, because then he would have switched to a diamond at trick 2. So 11 imps back to USA. East-West bought the contract in 3 hearts next door.
But we have seen here 2 missed defense by East-West. The defense against 3 no, I think they should have solved. The defense against 4 spades is much more difficult, but could be solved.
Right. 3 clubs, puppet Stayman, 3 diamonds, denies a 5-card major. I think I'll let Al explain. Maybe then it denies both. Right? Oh, New Zealand still in with a chance in the bronze medal match. 28 to nothing. This set after 4 boards, so they're only behind Bulgaria now.
That's the 3-note trump I like, special in teams. I have 9 top tricks, and the opponents attack my best suit. I can set up an extra trick in diamonds and 2 extra tricks in clubs. So okay, he missed his diamond chance.
Yeah, it's not the best play in diamonds. For 3 tricks, cashing the ace-king is better. For new listeners, no more play in the Venice Cup, the women's. England withdrew last set, almost 100 down, and the bronze medal match, that was against China, so China wins the gold medal, and in the bronze medal match they were 80 balls. That was scheduled, and Sweden won against Poland. Sweden wins the bronze medal. Let's see if he upgrades this to 15 and opens 1-no trump. Not out of the question.
If he do, then he will probably declare in 2 spades.
Well, if they still play transfers, 2 diamonds shows diamonds and a major, I believe. So it looks like West will be declarer. And the only happy person is North. He's happy to defend. And he will pass this.
And what do he have? He has 3 hard tricks, a club and a diamond, and a couple of spades.
Yeah. Is he really thinking, or it may not be North thinking, it could be East thinking of pulling to 2-no trumps, or even 3 clubs. No, didn't happen.
To me it looks like double dummy, that North-South can make 3-no, but they should be easy to take at least 500 against 2 spades.
Yeah, and you wouldn't get to 3-no trump anyway. Even if East had opened a club, you wouldn't get to 3-no trumps.
No. If you by mistake with 3-no North-South, then it looks like a make.
So sometimes it pays off to upgrade, and sometimes it doesn't, as we see here. If you open one club and say, well, I don't want to upgrade to 15, 17, then you are out of trouble. Maybe not. If you play weak jump shifts, Peter, would you bid 2 spades after 1 club, 1 heart overcalled? Would you bid 2 spades now? I don't think so.
Probably.
What?
Probably. I like to bid.
You have the worst hard holding, 3 small.
Agree.
800. Well, maybe it was 800 all the time, but he didn't expect spades to be 5-0. What are you eating, Peter? I would like some of it, if it's nice.
Some cheese puffs.
Getting more and more pluses north-south here. Look at the scorecard. 100, 200, 400, 620, 660, 800. That's quite funny.
Yes, and 2 of them were gifts. Bought 19 or bought 20. 3-0. Should have been down after misplayed by Gru and trick 1. And 4 spade could be defended, but a difficult defense.
Yeah, well, they should get 920 here. They can't get 920, of course. They're vulnerable. So to beat that 800, they should get 850 maybe. Can they get that in 5 hearts or 5 spades doubled? No. So no, they can't do that. They have to double the opponents for 1100. That's about the best they can do to get more points in the plus column. But it may be Norse who's going to suffer here. Let's see how many spades he bids.
He is vulnerable and has a past partner.
Yeah, he was also vulnerable before when he overcalled 1 spade, Peter. With 6 baby spades and an outside ace.
I had expected Gru, I know Moss and Gru, bid and opened very aggressive. That Gru have opened 1 diamond on the south hand.
They don't when they bid 2 over 1, Peter. Then they have sound openings.
But the south hand with a 5-5 and a void is more sound than a lot of the hands I have seen from them.
the normal contract reached here, same in the other room. There's no defense really. He will discover the diamond break very soon, but with the king of clubs on side, even that won't hurt him.
And probably a club lead from south.
Yes, yes, I agree that South will probably lead a club and declare that will likely in.
That's jack and heart back from north. Very well done by very well done by North to put in the 8 of clubs.
Really want to use this last entry to the clubs. I expect him to duck this.
Some of my listeners said that the 8 of club is the obvious card. Okay, but still it has to be done.
Turn here. He's not going to take the heart finesse. He knows the queen of spades is on side, so he has enough tricks. Well, it wasn't obvious to insert the 8s. It's true that if you use the rule of 11, you know that East has exactly one card higher than the 4 of clubs led. But that could be any card. Could be the 10. So he'll take his 9 tricks. Thank you for telling me that the KNR didn't think that East had an upgrade on board 22. 14.15. But you don't have KNR.
Why only 9 tricks?
He didn't have more, the way he played it. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 spades and 2 hearts.
Yes, but South have discarded a heart from Queen third. But that could be only the operator who made a wrong discard.
Ah, okay. So they are in precision mode now, non-vulnerable to clubs 11 or 10 to 15 with 6 cards. Is a relay, at least invitational values.
Don't you diamonds also ask for a 4-card major?
Yeah, yes, it is a relay, yes, asking for more information. That's right.
Then I wonder why 2 heart was alerted.
Because it shows a 4-card suit in either hearts or spades.
Okay.
Then it is alertable.
Then I say, isn't that a change, the old-fashioned position, where you pick the 4-card major if you had one?
Things happening in the transnational match, I hear, between Mazurkiewicz and Percy, the team with Sia, Robson, Gold, and others. Mazurkiewicz picked up 1100 in 2 spades doubled on 22, then confidently opened 3 spades on 23, and went for 1700 in the other direction. Yes, I know Marion Michelsen is, as I said, among others. I didn't mention Marion, I didn't mention Peter Crouch, and I didn't mention Anita Sinclair. This depends on a hard guess. Say West leads a diamond to the ace, spade through, and they cash their two spade tricks. Then declarer will have to guess the queen of trumps to make.
In the national teams, it must be very disappointing for the Polish East-West on board 23. They scored 790, playing 4 hard doubled, and lost 14 imps with a score of 790.
How much did they gain on 22 when they had 1100?
Only 7. 800, 1100.
Aha. Since East-West did not bid, there's no real reason for declarer to get hearts right, other than East has queen third. That's the only reason. But it's very, very close. He doesn't know anything. 48 for the drop.
The dresser has to be a little bit careful now. He can't take the ace of spades and play another spade. Then the diamond loser will go.
That's right. But he defended carefully. And now it's all about the queen of hearts.
And if the clearly read the diamond position, he is favored to go down. If West only have 2 diamonds, he's not likely to hold a singleton heart.
But it must still be better to lead low to the king first for a start, in case they are 4-0. Then to decide after that. So far so good. They were not 4-0. Yeah, well.
Again, the play for 3-0, East-West bet. They don't have values to beat the game. As one of my listeners said, this is an obvious Megweb 3-0. Sorry I went in over you, Roland. How about you, Roland? Would you double on the south hand or bid 1-0? For me, for sure, it's a 1-0 trump hand. It shows my strengths and don't indicate a 4-card spade.
I've been away, Peter. Would you also double with the south hand?
That is, I agree. If South did one no, then West would double, and North-South would be in trouble.
Nice rhyme, yes. But you didn't answer my question. Would you have bid a no trump? You won't double, because you require 4 spades for your double.
You might have lost. I said that for me, it's one no. It gives the strength and don't indicate a 4-card spade.
I didn't hear it because I was away.
Now the player needs to take a diamond discard. He can't afford to lose 2 hearts and a diamond. But when North-South didn't take their club off, and he should also know that the spades were good. But now we can play a heart to 10, and even if you lose to Jack, you can maximum lose 1 more heart trick.
I have a sound problem. On the other hand, he cannot take more than 8 tricks. Even if he plays the heart to the 10 now, there is a promotion. The 9 of hearts will be promoted. There we go. I don't know if North can get in here. If you play a penalty or strong no trump, then you can double. You have a good lead. If you don't, you have no bid.
No, 2 clubs by north will be the majors. Do you remember, Roland, we discussed the one in the minor from south, one note from west. A lot of pairs now play also here, 2 clubs for the majors. I can tell you that Henrik and I have agreed to play that.
Ah, glad it came up. Good. So you said, well, we saw it. We've seen it today also, Peter. Well, actually, it was a hand where you wanted to bid clubs after partner opened a club. Rosenberg could not bid 2 clubs, so he had to jump to 3 clubs because they played the same. The 2 clubs would have been for the majors. A nice surprise for West. Partner this week with a 5-card heart suit.
Is the redouble 1 suited, or have we now shown both majors?
I don't know, Peter. Sorry. I don't know the system that well. For many pairs, the redouble will force 2 clubs from West, but not this pair.
Now North are in trouble. Even 3 clubs have 2 spade losers, 2 heart losers, diamond loser. And 3 diamonds, even more expensive.
So, with a weak hand up, he can probably bid a natural 2 clubs. That's the consequence, because otherwise West cannot bid 2 diamonds here, if the redouble can include a club suit.
But not so expensive, because 2 hearts is a make, 4 losers in the minor, and the king of spades on side.
No, but 200 is still, you know, maybe 3 imps or so, which is important in such a tight match. It will go down to the wire, Peter. We knew that from the start, didn't we? That this would be a very close match. And it will not be decided today. It will be decided in the last set tomorrow. Remember, we have 2 more sets tomorrow. And we also must remember that they will start 1 hour earlier. So at 10 o'clock Central European time start. New Zealand 12 down after 8 boards in the match for this medal.
There's a fantastic recover by New Zealand. They so far have scored 39-9 in this segment against Bulgaria.
It was even better a little earlier, Peter. Then they were down to being only 3 behind. They lost a little.
In the transnational teams, it's still very close. Percy is down by 8 imps, and the other match is total even. 4 between Zimmerman and the Chinese team.
And the final in the transnationals will be played tomorrow, segment, so they will finish later than the Bermuda Bowl.
East-West didn't get their 2 spade tricks, but they get another heart trick.
Clara is up. Yeah. Oh dear. Now, France in trouble on 25 now. He is in 1 no trump. That is pretty expensive. He
Yes,
has
but
4 winners. Ace, King, Ace, Ace. Can he get more than 4 tricks?
But here, where South used to double on 10 high card with a doubleton heart, West could have made life much harder for his opponents by redouble.
Yeah, but that would have shown spades.
He did 1 spade, what did that show?
Four spades, maybe. Not sure. Obviously, he didn't have redouble available as a strong hand.
No, I see, but many pairs would have that.
Do you know if there has been a decision as to where the 2018 Bermuda Bowl will be held? I don't know. Do you know, Peter? Can you remember? Have you seen it?
Do I know what?
Where the Bermuda Bowl, the World Championships, will be held in 2019, in 2 years.
I'm told in Netherlands.
Oh, right, the Netherlands. Thank you. Well, it's more comfortable for Americans, time-wise. It will be the same time zone.
A bit strange that two in a row being played in Europe.
But I'm not quite about this now that I hear it, because I think I read somewhere that Netherlands had withdrawn that Netherlands did withdraw. The Bermuda Bowl will not be in the Netherlands. Yeah, right. It's on bridge winners. Yeah, they withdrew. So, but I don't think they've made a decision yet as to where, or have they? I hear China. Is that right?
After a little ping pong, where the contract at 1.9 tricks ended up with 10 tricks.
The Dutch were hosts in 2011, so it would be quite unusual for them to hold it in 2019 already.
No, but they were until how
Yeah.
the host.
But it is very expensive, Peter, and they realized that it was too expensive for them.
There's a lot of high salaries for the commentators.
Yeah, we do indeed have a new leader after port 25. USA by 1.5. Have a part score in clubs. But
The 1-0 was only down 2. De Klerk managed to set up a diamond trick for his 5th trick, so it only cost 5 imps.
yes, that was cheap. Was he always able to do that? Have we analyzed the hand? Let's see. I see it now. It got a club lead to the ace, and Declarer played a low diamond from hand to West Jack, and now West has to shift to a heart to get it the maximum 3 down, but he didn't. He continued to clubs. A hard shift would take the entry away to the 4th diamond. Quite funny, remember the scores for USA on 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22, and since then it's been all France in this room.
If you only see the East-West card, then 4 spades look like a nice contact. But can be defeated on a
trump is a weak table for the unbit suits, weaker than double would have been.
Don't you think Lord's hand is worth a double? He's the passed hand.
Yeah, but double would probably show more defensive values, Peter, and he doesn't have much defense. I like 1-0 trump.
Absolutely no problem with that.
Well, let's see if they find the defense. They can,
It's very
of course.
difficult.
Yes, yes. So France back in the lead now after 4:28, passed out in the other room. Hard lead will also defeat it if South can find the diamond shift. Tough. Good point by a spectator here. Even on spade lead, do you see, Peter? Even on spade lead, you cannot make it because you cannot afford to draw trumps. Then you have two club losers.
Now declare to play the Jack of Hearts from Tommy to indicate the Queen by North.
Yes, true. But the lead of the two shows an odd number, so North has 5 hearts. That shouldn't fool South.
Oh yes.
Declarer has 2.
Yes, but if the Declare play low, then South know that they are discard for the 3 of clubs.
Who would play for North to have underlit the King, Ace of Hearts? It is possible, though. It is possible. He has shown hearts and clubs. He Ace of Hearts.
And now he's home.
Yes, because now he can take his discard, club discard. Done.
I don't think the King of Heart should have fooled. The Jack of Heart is my card.
Well, from Grew's point of view, it could have been, declarer with two small hearts, who was on a guess at trick one, Peter, and misguessed. So that at club level, we would have defeated it. Well, I don't know about that. Too often.
As I remember, two diamonds shows diamonds and the higher. And South know for sure what partner has.
I really can't understand why North wanted to get it in front of the strong hand with yes, I hear that the contract is 5 clubs on 29 in the other room. How bad is that? 5 clubs double, that is. Let's see, if you get clubs right, you have twos and
Two spade losers.
yeah, didn't I say 2 spade losers? Oh, my mic cut out. Yeah, I have a problem. Maybe I have to empty my cache actually, because there's been a problem the last 4 days. I have a very poor connection to Bridgebase Online. I don't know what I can do about it. It's only BBO. I have no problems with other sites. Do you think it will help, Peter, for me to empty my cache? Temporary files and stuff? Relevant. Yeah, I know about the speech breaking up. Can anyone tell me if it might help to empty my cache? I haven't done that. I doubt it would do any harm. It cannot hurt, that's true. But will it help? Thank you. Try changing your primary DNS to something like Google's 8888. Thank you very much.
He can play a heart now. Looks like he's almost end played.
Well, maybe Groove should have got it right on 29. Partner has 10 cards in clubs and hearts. Declarer has denied 6 spades, so partner is marked with at most a singleton diamond. Yep, maybe.
Actually, it would have been better to have played a heart from East, but it's very difficult for him. You know he will be end played several times. And his best play now is to take the finesse for the jack of clubs. The king are almost for sure by East. So the club to the king. If the second trick for East-West, then East can take 3 diamonds and wait for his king of spades.
Wow. He had 1 down in 5 clubs double Peter on 29. That's the missed defense, isn't it? France gained 9 imps.
Yes, there were a small missed defense. Leclerc got all the spades and diamonds away and played the 10 of hearts. And now East made the mistake to cover with a jack to the S, and West the mistake not to unblocking the queen of hearts. So it was combined mistake. If East plays low, there are 2 heart losers. If West unblock the queen of hearts, then East will still have 2 heart tricks.
That is a pretty hand. Yeah, it looks so natural to cover the 10 with the jack, doesn't it? And that's also okay if partner remembers to unblock.
And West should realize that his Queen of Heart is of no value. If he come in on the Queen of Heart, he has to give off and discard the heart. Then partner for sure will have one heart trick, or might even have two. So it's total safe to unblock the Queen of Heart. So it's mostly West to blame for the missing 300.
Right, so 2/1 bidding now. 1 heart. Also be dazed West. If it goes 1 heart, 3 diamonds. Oh, well done. So might be constructive. I think he has to go through 1 no trump. No. He just bids, which is, I believe, can be, what is it, Al? Is it 3 plus? Or the old-fashioned 1 no trump response? Forcing no trump. Yeah, any number of spades. Thank you. So stars will have to bid 3 clubs, jump shift, force to game. Play got silly.
This sport almost cost Zimmerman the victory against the Chinese-Polish teams. Zimmerman lost 14 imps on this sport. At one table, 3-0, down 2. At the other table, played 2 diamonds, doubled, minus 800.
Right. So 3 clubs game forcing, and now 4 hearts should be weaker than 3 hearts. But not for them.
It looks to me that 3-0, which was down 2 in the Zimmerman match, has a play. I see 2 spade tricks, 2 heart tricks, 3 club tricks. The problem is to get 2 diamond tricks.
Yeah.
But how is 4 hearts? Could easily be 4 losers, 2 hearts, a spade and a club. Now the Claire can't even take a heart finish. What can he do now? East can off with a 2 of hearts. South will over off with a 5. Then South can take the ace of spade and discard a club, and then play Ace King of clubs and a club off. And make 4 hearts. The best East can do now is probably to discard a club. Because South can discard a club also, but that won't help him.
Board now. Thanks everyone. Thank our operator Margarita Shavaria. She's very good. Thanks to the players. I know I'm breaking up. Sorry about that. Thanks Peter. Thanks to Henri, Al and Mike, I think, on text. Listeners, we'll be back tomorrow, at least some of us, Remember, early start tomorrow, 1 earlier than usual. I'm sure Al will write that in the room also. You know, you may think, well, it must be same time tomorrow, but it's not. 1 hour earlier tomorrow.
And the seniors, they haven't finished playing, but US will be the new champions in seniors. I said new will be the champions. I don't remember who won 2 years ago. In the transnational, Zimmerman lost by 6 imps. 14 of them were lost in board 31.
And what about the other one, Masakevich against Percy? The SIA team?
The SIA team will much likely be playing for the bronze if they are playoff for the third place.
Oh.
So it will be all Polish in the final. China against a Polish team. I'm told that the seniors defending champs was the Hamann team.
It was also a USA team.
Yes.
USA 1 or 2.
The playoff in Bermuda ball is still open. With 3 boards to go, Bulgaria is up with 14 imps.
French are, I'm losing my sound. The French have 3 no trumps on board 31. Can that make? It will get a diamond lead, I suppose. And let's see what can Declara do. That is not a good contract. Well, the Queen of Spades is an entry, of course. 3 clubs, 2 spades is 5. 2 diamonds, 7, 2 hearts, 9. I think 3 no trumps will make as well. I'm told that New Zealand has a chance there. Bulgaria were in 3 no trumps. They went 1 down on that board, 31. So if New Zealand can... How far were they behind, Peter? What did you say, 14? With 3 to go? That could gain 12 there, 31. Well,
the lead of the Queen of Hearts was not the best lead, but it was absolutely normal lead from the East Hand.
All right, 2 to play. Bulgaria up by 19. New Zealand 12 imps on 31, but then they will need another 7 or 8 on 32. Down 1, looks like. Thank you, Peter. Thank you all, and bye for now.